Floyd Mayweather's team has been trademarking like Floyd 50 or something like that, saying that like he might be coming out of retirement.
Right.
And
I
then
heard about this.
This rumor hit today that his potential opponent might be Conor McGregor
Oh my God.
in a boxing match at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas.
Oh my God. I think Conor McGregor is a very good MMA fighter, and I think if Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fight in MMA, Conor McGregor will fuck him up. He will fuck him up. Floyd will get the shit kicked out of him. He will kick his fucking body senseless. He will kick his legs. Floyd will be debilitated inside of one round, 100%. And if Conor decides to take him to the ground, I guarantee you Floyd Mayweather can. And Conor's no world-class wrestler. He's no NCAA champion. He's no Olympic gold medalist. Guarantee you Floyd Mayweather cannot stop him from taking him to the ground. And if Conor gets him to the ground, he's going to mount him and cave his fucking face in, or choke him, or break his arm, or do whatever he wants to do. But in a boxing match, I can't imagine a world where Floyd Mayweather doesn't fuck him up. In a boxing match, I think Floyd Mayweather is arguably the greatest boxer of all time. If you look at his accomplishments, who he's been able to beat, how he shuts everyone's offense down, he's a more boring version of what a lot of Bernard Hopkins does, and he does it in a more slick, skillful way with rapid reflexes, and he relies on speed and movement and just a deep, deep, deep understanding of boxing. He's just so much better. And if people don't know, if you think you're really good and then you get in there and you box a guy like that, he will fucking expose the shit out of you. He will expose the shit out of you. It's a different animal, man. I mean, who knows, man? Look, one of the things we know about Conor is he has a ridiculous belief in himself and he has unbelievable power. One of the things we know about Floyd is he's 39, I think.
Yeah.
Is that old?
Yeah, that's what I was seeing on here, yeah.
So, when a guy turns 39, you never know. I mean, for every guy like Bernard Hopkins, there's a bunch of guys who the wheels just fall off and all of a sudden they can't take a punch anymore and they can't fight anymore, they don't move good anymore. But I can't imagine a world where he's not light years past Conor with boxing skill.
Is there another
I think
fight?
these guys are thinking about money.
Oh, yeah.
More than like a result.
The money will be giant.
That's what I was gonna say.
They'll probably figure out a way where both of them don't lose or something like that.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to really fight. I can't imagine that either one of them would be willing to negotiate with the other one while thinking that they might get double crossed. You know, like, nah, I don't buy that. Because remember with Victor Ortiz and Mayweather? When Victor Ortiz was doing some dirty shit to Mayweather, and Victor Ortiz apologized, and Floyd Mayweather just stepped to him and sucker punched him in the face and KO'd him. Do you remember that? Watch this. Here, pull that up, because it's kind of hilarious. Because, like, there's no deals being made, and not in this world. This is a world of competitive boxing.
I'm only saying that because one's an MMA guy.
Watch this. Victor Ortiz gets warned because he kept like headbutting and like getting really dirty. And so he goes to touch hands. Look at this. Boom, bang. He goes to touch hands like, yo, I'm sorry. Bing, bang. Ha ha. I mean, it's hilarious. That's the real world of boxing. Mayweather just knocked him the fuck out. He thought they were going to like touch gloves and be buddies and then get back after it. And Mayweather's like, bitch. Pop. He hit him with a left hook that he never saw coming. Straight right hand. That's a wrap. And I just think that the skill level in straight boxing that Floyd Mayweather has, it's very difficult to understand while you're just looking at, look, he's touching him here. Look at this. Bing, bitch. He even had a bitch look on his face.
Ortiz is looking at the ref.
Look at his face.
Like, hey,
he's
ref.
like, bitch. He even said bitch. Bang.
Damn.
Yeah. Look at this. Bink.
Chin.
Hey, what is he doing?
Oh.
Boom. That's a wrap. And that was a wrap for Victor Ortiz's career, really, essentially.
Is there another fight to bring Floyd out of retirement that he's on right now?
Pacquiao. Pacquiao's the big fight, especially since Pacquiao just beat Timothy Bradley. If Pacquiao decided to, really ramp it up, I think he still can get a lot of people excited about him. He had a shoulder injury. He had his shoulder repaired, but obviously it was great in the Bradley fight. He looked awesome in the Bradley fight. He's a beast. I think that could be a real fight. But I also think that Floyd Mayweather versus Conor would generate insane amounts of money. Insane.
The hype would just be fun to watch. The 24/7 they would make would be great TV.
Who knows, man? Who fucking knows? I don't think so, though. I don't think he can. I would imagine, unless the UFC is involved.
They'd have to let him out of contract somewhere, right? Or
exactly.
Pay to get him out. Or something.
And I can't imagine that they would be willing to do that. And I can't imagine that they would let him fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, right.
Like Dana and Lorenzo and Frank are serious boxing fanatics. They know a lot about boxing.
Could there be a cross promotion?
Oh man,
in some way, like have the fight on a UFC
if everybody
card?
can get a piece.
Look, it could happen, but I wouldn't throw a fighter to the lions like that. Like I just don't. Look, I could be wrong. I'm no fucking clairvoyant. I don't really know what's going to happen in a fight. But I think Mayweather is a ghost. I think you go to punch where Mayweather is, and Mayweather's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And he's popping you with jabs and slowly getting you frustrated and setting traps. And the next thing you know, he's uncorking shots on you. Who the fuck knows? But who knows? Maybe Conor McGregor, if he went to straight boxing, would be even more successful than he is as an MMA fighter.
Right.
Because his best knockouts were with punches. I mean, his left hand is a fucking piston. He has a nasty left hand. He fucks a lot of guys up. But is he fucking guys up that are just not at the level of boxing as, say, a Timothy Bradley or Maidana or, you know, Juan Manuel Marquez, the guys who...
He is, though. And they're distracted by training for other types of things.
Yes.
Like
right.
For the ground game,
Right.
for Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And it's like if Mayweather's just focused on hands.
Yes,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
And he's a master at it.
Yeah.
Like a straight up master. I mean, in an MMA fight, it wouldn't even be close.
Right.
It would not even be close.
Right.
Conor would kick his body apart before Mayweather even got close to him.
Right.
But I think his understanding of the distance, there's no way Mayweather would understand the distance. Conor would hit him with spinning back kicks to the body. Mayweather would crumble. Conor would knee him in the body in a clinch. It would be awful. He would kill him. He would kill him in an MMA fight. He's much bigger, too.
Right.
Like, Conor really struggles to get down to 145. He's a big fuck. You know, so I just think in an MMA fight it would be disastrous for Mayweather. But it could be equally disastrous in a boxing fight for
The
Conor.
other way, yeah.
The only thing that makes me think that maybe Conor could survive is he's a fucking super dangerous puncher, just like Maidana was, or Maidana is. Even though Maidana is a world class boxer, Maidana is the guy who beat Adrian Broner. Maidana is a serious, vicious power puncher, and he's real aggressive and wild. Makes me think like maybe like if Conor went straight into boxing, maybe he could have been a world class boxer.
Right.
Maybe he could have been, you know, some real Ricky Hatton type challenger. Entirely possible.
Right.
But even Ricky Hatton got fucked up by Mayweather, man. When Ricky Hatton was Ricky Hatton, when he was in his prime.
I don't think Ricky Hatton should have quit after that fight.
Hey, man, he liked to do blow.
Yeah.
He wanted to get fat. He was having a party.
Get fat and do blow.
Well, he did have one comeback fight and just didn't like how he performed. And I think he actually wound up winning, but he decided that it was over, that he had lost it. I think...
Got it beat out of him.
It could be that, but it also could be, well, Pacquiao really fucked him up. Pacquiao hurt him bad. When Pacquiao knocked him out, he knocked him dead. Mayweather fucked him up, but when Pacquiao fucked him up, it was like, whoa, that was a bad knockout.
Right.
Manny's got those gigantic tree trunk legs, those he's got a calf. His calf muscles are like 4x4 springs. He just, he just jumps at you and uncorks left hands on your chin. And when he did that to Ricky Hatton, he just went to sleep.
Yeah, that's like the second like British like hope that happened to. Like they was cleaning up in Europe and then they came out here. Remember Prince Nazim Muhammad?
Hamed, yeah.
And he
Prince
came out
Nassim Hamed got exposed by the fuck is his name? The guy who is in a series of wars with.
It wasn't Pernell Whitaker, was it?
No. It was a Mexican gentleman, Marcos Barrera.
Oh, okay.
Barrera?
Yeah.
Marcos Antonio Barrera? Yeah, that's who it was. And he exposed him. He showed that fundamental boxing at the highest level is going to beat that crazy jumping in, wild shit. Like that wild shit didn't work on the top level guys.
Right.
And so he got kind of exposed in that fight. But you know what, man? Boxing is so specialized. And the guys that are really good, the really, really good guys, they're underrated how good they are. Like as a person who's watching it from the outside, you don't understand how good a guy like Mayweather is, I think, unless you're there with him while he's doing his stuff.
Right.
Like, I bet if a guy's boxing him, I bet that's when you get a real understanding of how good he is.
And he's disciplined, too. He's more disciplined than he acts on the outside. Like when I used to hang out with Kevin Hart a little bit, he used to hang out with Mayweather, and said they'd be partying in the middle of the party. I gotta go, and it's like 3 in the morning. I gotta go do road work.
Yeah.
And they just go run.
Yeah.
And bring the car and them run. And,
runs in jeans.
Yeah.
Just says just follow me,
Yeah.
and he goes running. Yeah. Well, he's in tremendous shape always, but apparently now he's a little heavy. Who knows, man? I mean, if enough money gets thrown the UFC's direction, the UFC might look at it this way. Here's a pragmatic way of looking at it. We can still make a lot of money with Conor McGregor, right? Still make a lot of money with Conor McGregor in an MMA fight. We can still make a lot of money if Conor rematches Nate Diaz, which I hear they're trying to make happen as well. That's what the rumor's been. But is he going to beat the best guys in the world now? After Nate Diaz boxed him up and choked him out, is that going to happen again? And if that does happen again, how much will that deflate his value on the open market? If you're playing a game of chess, not looking at it in terms of a guy's career as an MMA fighter, but looking at it as a game of financial chess, how do you move your piece? You might say, look, the amount of money that you can make with a Mayweather fight is off the charts. Right? Off the charts. So you're talking about like a 3 million pay-per-view buy or something crazy. So you do that, you move that up, and you take that chance, and he gets boxed up by Mayweather, and maybe he survives. If he survives and loses a fucking decision, and he goes back and he says, all respect to Mayweather, you know, I'm back to MMA. You know, it's just I didn't understand his hands. Now it's a learning experience. You know, and he has this great press conference. If he could survive, he's not diminished too much. And Mayweather's not like a murderous puncher. He's not like a Canelo Alvarez or a Gennady Golovkin. Like Golovkin is a bad fight for him. Someone like that's a bad fight for him, a murderous puncher, because most likely they're going to take him out. But Mayweather, it's very possible he's going to get to the decision.
And at 39 is perfect age.
It's good age. Yeah. Look, if I was in his corner, I would say, look, this can be done. This can be done.
And it feels like McGregor wants to get paid because he threatened to quit because he wanted to get paid more money.
No.
Why?
He really didn't threaten to quit. What he didn't want to do is he didn't want to do any of the press conferences. So he called the UFC's bluff. He said, you're not going to remove me from the card. I'm fucking Conor McGregor. I call the shots. And the UFC is like, okay, well, we're going to cancel your fight, so take care. And, you know, they had like a long break where they weren't even talking back and forth to each other. And Dana's like, nope, I haven't talked to him. He's not on the fight anymore. He wasn't at the press conference. We're just going to move on with UFC 200. And, you know, UFC 200 is about the sport in their eyes.
It's all about the sport.
It's also... It's an honor to be on that card. It's a historical card, just like UFC 100 was a historical card. UFC 200 is an absolutely historical card, and one guy can't hold it up. It doesn't matter if you're Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey, or it doesn't matter what kind of a superstar you are. You can't hold up the UFC 200 card, and you have to do the press. So that was their position. They took a stand, and so now he's in this position where he's got to figure out what the fuck he's going to do.
He's going to fight Mayweather.
I don't know, he can. I believe he would need the UFC's blessing.